We're going to find an auto parts store. To buy some ratchet straps, which hopefully we will have a need for on a boat. I'm a bit worried if I buy them I won't need them. If I don't buy them I will need them. It's one of those. Okay, so we're going this way and then left. Wow, look at the view. It's about the nicest day it's been for quite some time. I think the low is 12 Celsius and the high is going to be sort of 18. So mild to slightly warm is how I would put that. And we're passing through downtown. Let's get this shut. And actually, I think we're going to go down 6th Avenue. Yep. I think we can turn on a red. A lot of one-way streets in downtown Anchorage, just to be aware of. And it's a lovely morning. So, ratchet straps, and then we go east towards Glennallen. That's the plan for now. Nice Corvette. The lights seem to be with us this morning. Definitely a few odd characters around this place. Definitely the aroma in the air of a certain substance. A lot of bike lanes here downtown, which is quite nice. Cycling in general in Alaska seems to be reasonably popular. Oh, the reason we're heading to Glennallen really boils down to just one thing. It's a Scottish place name. That's it. I got no idea what's there. I guess the airport road is one of the major roads. We got a lot of traffic. I have to wait for that light to turn. This is one of those situations where you want more than 300 cc's. It's very 70s feel to some of the buildings here. I wonder if that was the time of I guess the oil boom here and building the pipeline and that kind of thing. And these little coffee cabins you see in the northwest. And a lot of rust on the arches and the sills of the cars. Lucky Wishbone pan-fried chicken. Back by the airport we are heading north and we'll eventually join Alaska 1, which will take us northeast towards Palmer and eventually Glennallen. Some light aircraft and also some nice sort of private aircraft and Cessna Caravans and a few other things, you know, 6, 8, 12 seaters. Ooh, Jag XJS parked there. That's like the least reliable car in all of Alaska, I would imagine. The view is amazing, not your average view from a highway. It is a little windy today. Helmet feels quite loud. But look at that. So we're going to head about 30 miles outside of town and join Alaska 1. So the road either goes up to the left to Wasilla or up to the right to Palmer. And that's the way we're going. This view, I mean, this rivals I-70 in Colorado. So we're in the town of Palmer, which seems a reasonable size. Certainly no shortage of fast food, supermarkets, certainly 2 or 3 gas stations. Sutton is the next place on the signposts at 14 miles. So we're going to get fuel there. So far this is the road. It goes to single lane each way after it diverts from the Alaska 3 and then it comes back to 2 lanes going straight through these more urban areas. You know, we didn't take an exit to reach this. This is the road.
phone, wallet, passport, all good. Just check the map for fuel, and 8 miles ahead, there's one of these Three Bears places that I said I was going to go in to find out what exactly they sell, and they have fuel. So, that's probably Sutton. Okay, truck with a trailer barreling down on me. Oh no, just truck with a top on it. Let's find out how fast he's going. Oh, I think somebody may have had a little morning beverage, the way he just veered out of his lane. I was warned about that yesterday by the guy at Big Ray's Outfitters. Ride safe as if everyone in Alaska is drunk. He did say it with a smile on his face, but I think he was half serious, maybe. Just passing Sutton. Turns out I was wrong. The Three Bears place, the numbers are getting bigger, so it's behind us. So we're just going to take fuel wherever we find it now.
We could have taken it at the gas station I just passed. I even looked at the sign. If I can offer one piece of advice that I wish I'd listened to, fill up your tank every morning. Maybe I can use this map to make a point. See all those gas stations? That's Palmer. See Fisher's Hilltop? That's what I've just passed. And this is the number of gas stations in front of me.
The beautiful color in the water. Everything's suddenly turned a bit more remote. The road is much twistier. Very little traffic. We are driving on Highway 1, so we haven't messed up just yet.
I feel like I should mention that if you look at a map, you'll see a bunch of place names between here and Glennallen. The thing is, when you actually look it up, these are settlements that have maybe 40 people, 50, in some cases as low as 10. There's really only a couple of places that have more than that.
So that's King Mountain up there. King Mountain Lodge. That's been shut for a while. And we have the general store, which at some point had fuel, camping and barbecue needs. So, not much in Chickaloon. I did see one building behind us. Oh. The slightly disturbing sign of an abandoned school bus. I'm still wondering about fuel, but we'll make it. Oh, a little antiques hut. Chickaloon Post Office, Alaska 99674. Honestly, now that the sun's finally shown its face, it's so beautiful. I'm so grateful for the weather today. I'm not usually, the grateful for this, grateful for that, but after you've been rained on a while, oh, a little bit of sun is just glorious.
It doesn't take long for Alaska Highway 1 to turn into this beautiful mix of Scotland and Colorado and Switzerland all at once. But there's one thing I can't figure out. If you're in Anchorage and you want to drive out of the state, you've got to head to Tok, because it's the only road open. So here's the thing.
This piece of road is stunning, as is the view.
Where is everybody? Why is it so quiet here? Parts of this road reminded me of the $1 Million Highway in southern Colorado, and just like that road, there are no guardrails. You do have to pay attention.
Right, so that is the Matanuska Glacier on our right. There are a couple of campgrounds up here with a couple of cafes, so if you want a coffee or a slice of pizza, it is possible. It's not completely deserted. Just no towns, villages, or fuel so far. Once again, no one in sight. If that is something you find disconcerting, the fact that quite often there's no one around you, this may not be the place for you. But if you're someone that kind of enjoys that feeling, you'll love it. Just, you know, some kind of emergency satellite device, tire tubes, fork seals, air compressor. Just have a few things with you to give you a bit of peace of mind. But I have no doubt, see there's somebody there, I have no doubt that if you got in trouble, you ran out of fuel, whatever happens, someone will come along. These are lovely people and they know what it's like to need help out here, and they will help you, I'm sure of it. Big bug. Oh, I understand. Ah, fuel! 1 mile! Alright. So I think I just laughed like Christopher Lambert. There's some view. Ah, fuel. Right, we're having it.
If you've noticed that some of the forests look a little weird in Alaska, it's down to the short growing period and the permafrost restricting the growth.
About 3.5 miles from Glennallen.
It occurs to me about now that heading for places with Scottish names does not always bring you to a tourist destination.
I've seen more abandoned buildings than occupied ones. It's a Fish and Wildlife Office, family clinic, hardware store, auto parts, restaurant and gift shop, Caribou Hotel, motor inn, bunch of bikes, fuel, Subway. How does Subway have places in the middle of nowhere? Radio Shack? There can't be a Radio Shack. That would make it the last ever Radio Shack.
As it turns out, it is a Radio Shack, and it's not the only one we're going to find in Alaska. I guess nobody told these people.
Let's see what they got.
After I finally found the bed and breakfast, which was excellent, by the way, it's time to unload and then head out and find some food. I managed to find a couple more abandoned places before I got to dinner. But probably not painting this place in the best light, because it's not too bad. It didn't strike me as odd that nobody else was there. All the American flags seemed weird, but then I remembered the 4th of July was less than a week ago. The next morning I wanted to see exactly what was around the bed and breakfast. Turns out mostly trees. Next up, maybe the best road in Alaska, to maybe the best town in Alaska.